Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. In this video I will be stuffing my cash envelopes and sinking funds for week number 24. If this is your first time visiting, welcome, and if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. I am a 21-year-old student living with my parents in the Netherlands. I am currently in the third year out of my 4-year study program, and I'm very interested in the FIRE movement, which I want to take part in the next year when I graduate, hopefully. And that is why I'm already using the cash envelopes and sinking fund system. So that's when I get my first real job, I already know what it's all about. The first thing I'm going to do is to take a look at the previous budget sheet from the extra stuffing from last week. I'm going to fill in this column what I spent since the last stuffing. So for public transport I did not spend anything, not for travel, not for house, not for school, not for shoes, not for clothes, and not for books as well. That means that this remaining column will be the same as the total column. So for public transport it will be 10 euros, travel will still be at 25, house will still be at 19, school will be at 43, shoes at 18, clothes will still be at 75, and finally books will be at 15 euros. Now I'm going to move on to the sinking funds, and this works in the same way. So for phone I did not spend anything, not for laptop, for courses, for New York, and for car as well. That means for phone I should have 35 remaining, for laptop 21, for courses 37, for New York 17, and for car I should have 63 euros remaining. This is the budget sheet for this week. As you can see, I already filled in the starting columns. That is the same as the remaining column of the previous worksheet. So I'm going to fill in what I budget for each of these categories for this week, week 24. So for public transport, I do not budget anything because I have a maximum amount of 10 euros which I want to have cash, and I still have 50 euros on my card, and I figured that 60 euros for this period during the crisis is enough. I'm going to put 1 euro towards travel, 1 towards house, 1 towards school, shoes will be getting 1, clothes will be getting 1, and books will be getting 3 euros. So this will total out to be 10 euros for public transport. Travel will be at 26 euros, house should be at 20, school at 44, shoes will be at 19, clothes at 76, and books will be at 18 euros after this stuffing. Now I'm going to move on to the sinking funds, which works in the same way. So for phone I'm going to budget 2 euros, laptop will be getting 1, courses will be getting 3 euros, New York will be getting 1, and car will be getting 5 euros. So phone will total out to be 37 euros, laptop will be at 22, courses will be at 40, New York will be at 18 euros, and car will be at 68 euros. After filling in all the budget sheets, it's now time to get into the actual stuffing of this video. So for public transport, which is my first cash envelope, I should have 10 euros in it. I'm not going to add anything. As I said before, that's the maximum amount I want to have. Next is travel, and it should be at 25 euros. I'm going to add 1 euro, so it becomes 26. Next up is house, and it should be at 19 euros. I'm going to add 1 euro, so it becomes 20. Next up is school, and it should be at 43 euros. I'm going to add 1 as well, so it becomes 44. Next up is shoes, and it should be at 18 euros. I'm going to add 1, so it becomes 19 euros. Next up is clothes, and it should be at 75 euros. I'm going to add 1, so it becomes 76. And finally we have books, which should be at 15 euros. And I'm going to add 3 euros, so it becomes 18 euros. As I said in my previous video, I know already that I have to purchase a book of 43 euros. But some books might still be added to that list for school, so I'm not sure if I want to make the 43 euros for books a goal, or I just want to just have that in the back of my head and keep adding to the books cash envelope. Now that I've stuffed my cash envelopes, it's time to get into the stuffing of my sinking funds. So phone should be at 35 euros. And I'm going to add 2 euros, so it becomes 37. And this sinking fund is for if I want to buy a new phone, or let's say my phone breaks and I had to repair it. Next up is laptop. It should be at 21 euros. I'm going to add 1, so it becomes 22. My laptop is still working very good, but I just know in about 2 or 3 years I'm going to have to buy a new one. So I figured why not start already saving for it. Next up is courses, and it should be at 37. I'm going to add 3 euros. So it becomes 40 euros. New York should be at 17 euros. And I'm not planning on going to New York anytime soon, probably in about 2 years, but I just like the idea of it, so I wanted to start saving for it. And the final cash envelope I'm going to stuff is car, and it should be at 63 euros. And I'm going to add 5 to it. So I probably want to buy a car in the summer of next year. And the car that I have my eyes on is about 3,500 euros. I know that I'm very far away from my goal, but I figured I have a holiday job, which I'm going to earn a lot of money with, and I can put a lot of that towards the car. So I think it's doable to save that much money for the summer of next year. Now it's time to have a look at my cash envelope and sinking fund goals. As you can see, I wanted to have 80 euros before June 1st. Each square represents 10 euros, and I filled in all the squares because I saved 80 euros already a few weeks ago. The same applies to school. Each square represents 5 euros. I filled in all the 8 squares, which represent 40 euros in total. Next up is phone, for which I have a goal of 300 euros, and each square represents 25. Right now I'm at 35, so I only filled in 1 square. The same thing for laptop, each square represents 50 euros, and I am at 22 euros right now, so I cannot fill in a square. But for courses, I'm at 40 euros right now. That means I can fill in another square. And I'm almost halfway of my goal. There's a course I want to attend in October, and it's 99 euros. It's all about taxes, and because in the Netherlands we have to file our taxes in the first quarter of the year, or before May, let's say. And I want to know what it's all about just before I get my first real job. That was it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you want to comment something, you can do it in the comment section. And if you like videos like this on cash envelopes and sinking fund system, and you want to see me reach my goals, then subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. I am posting at least once a week cash envelope and sinking fund stuffing videos, and I'm going to have a lot more to stuff in the following 2 or 3 months. So if you are interested, please subscribe. Thank you for watching.